Claire, good morning. First day on the job, huh? 6 a.m. Can't come quick enough if you ask me. Even sleeping in this town feels weird. It'd be nice when we're back home, in our comfy beds, away from all this Strangerville nonsense. I'm thinking I'm gonna start my day off with a salad, Claire. Gotta start the day off right, you know? Get those vitamins and minerals that everybody needs. Can't sleep without the proper materials, you know? I wonder what my day will consist of. This militia branch. They're holding auditions and job applications, and they seem to be accepting anyone. So that kind of suggests to me that maybe things aren't as confidential as I originally suggested. Or maybe they're just throwing these dummies at the wolves and letting them fall where they may. Either way, I'm going to find out today. I might not be able to contact you, Claire, while I'm at work, but I'll contact you as soon as I'm back. Despite everything, this job does have quite nice attire. If I say so myself, I do actually look pretty fitting. Oh, is that you, Claire? No, it's this big pile of money I just got in my hand. What's that? Oh yes, I got promoted to private fourth class. Now I'm going to be making $8 an hour, not that I need it. And I guess I'm a little higher up in discovering things out. It's quite tiring, so I'm gonna think I'd chill out before my investigation there tonight, Claire. Maybe some TV will do. The Strangerville archives. What secrets will they hold? Claire, I left my TV on and I hope you can turn it off remotely, but I'm here at the Strangerville archives. Rumor has it they contain a lot of secrets. Secrets I hope to unfold. I decided that maybe searching the library was the best thing to do, rather than listen in on confidential reports. I kind of want to keep that in my back pocket just in case someone's tracking the signal. Claire, I'm at a loss. I managed to only encounter one piece of evidence. I found a few newspaper clippings reporting that undercover plumbers are here and that there was some kind of effort before to eradicate these plants, but they just seem to have given up, I guess. There also was one account of an owner who found his cat near a crater in the desert, and the cat became terrified of the plant life. Oh, Claire, I just saw that van from before slowly take a circle around. It's still here, Claire. It seems to be transmitting something. They're doing something as if they're kind of... It's making me very uneasy. I did get a call from work though. The higher-ups, they want me to march around as if they want me to enforce their presence here. I feel like I look a little bit ridiculous as I march around this area, but I guess if they're trying to give an iron will in this town and make them think that they're doing something, they need a strong military presence. Claire, I was gonna head home for the night, maybe do some listening in and maybe make some eggs and toast. But then I noticed that there is a individual staring across at me from the gate. He seems to know something. I'm gonna see if I can question him, see what he comes up here. Hopefully he knows something. He's wearing one of those conspiracy hats and a vampire. I'm gonna do a military hello, keep up the charade. Maybe he's gonna question me about things. He seems like he understands the situation, as if something new is happening here. He has a few theories about what's going on in the lab, but he's not going to share that with just anyone. I think he wants to get close to me, Claire. I don't have a problem with that. Maybe I guess we could talk about our dreams. Maybe we'll just plant a bug on him and listen in later. I'm going to discuss some fitness techniques with this guy. He looks like he keeps himself in good shape. Maybe he could use some tips just to get a little bit better. Just ask him about his day. I guess we should ask these people about their careers too, right? Maybe find out what they do in town. He's unemployed, so I guess he's kind of just around. Let's give him a heartfelt compliment. Okay, Claire, the bug was planted perfectly. So if things don't work out, at least I can listen to him later. I'm going to compliment his outfit. I recognize the vampire on his top. Vladistraus, I think is what they call him. I'm going to share some vampiric knowledge that I picked up in a different job. You might appreciate the insight. I'm also going to talk how unseasonably warm it's been. That might help us out a little bit here. Okay, why don't we ask him to hang out a little bit? He seems like a genuine individual that he might be able to figure something out. He can hang out for a bit. I've noticed that van circled around a few times, so I'm gonna hug him. Maybe that'll show him that I really care about him. I'm gonna brighten his day a little bit. Ooh, he seems to be leading me somewhere, as if he wants to go somewhere. I'm gonna share some photos with him. Maybe he'd appreciate the silly selfies that we've been taking, and maybe it might jog his memory about some of the stuff that's been going on here. Let's discuss some logic puzzles. A conspiracy theorist such as himself would have to know some things. I will be having to leave for work soon, which is a bit of a problem, but I guess we can go to work. Unfortunately for him, I do have to continue my march around. I only have my 75% of it done. I need to cover a certain quarter of the area. I guess our friend here, we can talk to him a different day. Aja, I think his name is. I guess we'll just have to talk to him a different day and see what we can do. Hopefully I can get my marching around done before we need to go. Looks like my pedometer that they've installed in my pants here have sent back the details of my marching around, and I must have completed the quarterly need. God damn, Claire. The uppers were a little bit pissed today. Apparently they discovered that someone was sneaking around the extra lab. They didn't seem to do much about it though, but it seemed to rifle a few feathers. Maybe they thought it was just some kind of rookie just checking out the secrets there. How right they were. I'm going to be doing my marching around. The number of conspiracy theorists that I pass on a daily basis seems to have increased somewhat. It's almost as if the town has been divided in three. The scientific route, the militia, and then the conspiracy theorists. A few haphazardly villagers seem to be caught up in the middle. Alright Claire, it's time to do our listening in. I'm going to listen in on Paxton Dawkins, the original scientist we made friends with. He said hello to me a few times today as I marched around. I guess he thinks I'm doing a stand-up job. We're going to listen in on him and see what we can find out. I wonder if there'll be anything interesting. There was. Science can't explain what we found down there. It's otherworldly, which suggests that maybe the aliens have intervened. If it's something that strange, and I don't know, maybe we need something else. I'm going to listen in on Jess now. Jess is the possessed girl I was telling you about, Claire. She supposedly works in the military, but I've yet to see her walk around in her military uniform. Apparently, in a moment of lucidity, Jess has complained that there was only one guard at the lab. Does she want people to get in, or is she worried about what's going to get out? It seems pretty strange. Let's listen in now on Azamines. He was the handsome stranger who caught my eye in the park. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Apparently someone's got to sneak into that lab and figure out what's going on. I guess if I don't act soon, the conspiracy theorists are going to make a move of their own. Let's listen to Erwin Prize. He's also another conspiracy nut. He's working at the shop down below. The Conspiracy Theories, or the Wacky Consortium, I think is what the name of it was. Maybe he'll come up with something more interesting. I'm guessing, Claire, that we're going to have to post more bugs because it's beginning to be a little bit crazy. Claire, each and every single time they fail to get my drinks right. At least I got a whiskey malt. The local celeb seems to have turned up here. She doesn't seem possessed or infected or any of the above. You tell me what's going on here. But she seems to be attracting attention. I guess it's kind of a relief because honestly I kind of want to lie under. However, it's actually it's ghost night, Claire. You know how I hate the afterlife and the poltergeists. That mission in Europe really had some problems. One of the ghosts has entered into the property. I'm gonna see if I can do my best to avoid them. They're a little bit of a hassle, to be honest. I'm gonna do a military introduction. Seems like some of my crewmates are here. We might have to see what we can do with them. I'm gonna talk to this guy here. Maybe ask him about his day, see how he is. I guess I can share my excitement about Judith Ward or Thorne Bailey. Or I guess maybe Dustin Brooke, who's actually present in the bar, might be a good idea. They all seem to be a little bit higher up than me. Or at least that's what their uniforms suggest. I'm gonna see if he let me compliment his appearance. I'm actually gonna ask him if he's single as well. Might be a good thing to note if I do tend on flirting around. I don't want to get a bad reputation or anything, you know? Party seems to be winding up a little bit. I don't know how much I can take. I don't really like crowds as much as I like my own solitude, I guess. So Hugh is actually single, so I guess we're gonna proceed with this plan of flirting and seeing how we do. So let's do a pickup line here. Let's see how he gets on. I do want to see if I can get some secrets out of him. He seems to have fallen amicably for it. I guess what we can do is we can continue with this line of path and just see what happens. I'm gonna do a little bit of a sexy pose. You never know how these military muscles and marching around has affected my body, Claire. Oh, he didn't think I did pretty good. Awkward. I really don't like the fact that there's celebrities here, so I'm gonna head outside and maybe just chill at the back. It's easier if I just relax and just kind of take a load off. Maybe if someone really wants to talk to me, they'll come outside. Do you think if I talk to a ghost, they might know something about Strangerville? Only one way to find out. Maybe the Bureau should have sent a ghost investigator in. They definitely would have been able to get down there. Might not have been able to affect the material plane, but at least we'd know what was going on. One of my superiors has left the area, so I'm going to plant a bug on her, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about Strangerville and just see what she knows. I'm actually gonna give her a compliment her outfit too. Talk about how good the uniform is. My singing seems to have done a pretty good job here. Myla is her name. She seems like a genuine soul. Then again, everyone here seems a little bit too genuine. Supposed to have evidence of what's going on, but I'm not supposed to talk about it. Okay, let's talk about the Strangerville. She has some kind of evidence, so I'm hoping that she'll give it over, you know? Let's discuss her interest. Maybe she's interested in something else other than this environment. I was told to be on the lookout for evidence from the local scientist military. Do you know anything about that? I'm going to tell her that I don't, but I've also been tasked with the same task. To keep an eye out, look out for stuff. I'm going to share the fact that I had a little bit of a look out in the library to kind of, you know, suss out any secrets. I guess I should probably head home. However, I do want to see if I can talk to these scientists some more. I'm going to do a military introduction so he knows who I am. And then we're going to plant a bug on this guy after I talk to him about Strangerville. I need to get more evidence, Claire. I only have 15 pieces of evidence. Claire, I have 15 pieces of evidence. I can pile a complete secret dossier. We've moved down the street, Claire, and I'm going to ask him for a key card. The conversation was going pretty well. He says, look, I should not be doing this, but you seem like you can help with this terrible situation. He's giving me the key card, Claire. He says it's going to give me access to all the doors in the secret lab. Just be careful, because no one has been down there since they sealed the doors. I wonder what they sealed down there. I'm going to plant a bug on this guy. He seems to know a lot, and he seems to be fairly genuine with his information. And looking like he's just caught up in a bad situation. Alright, Claire, I'm back at the lab. Took me a little while to get in, but I managed to sneak back into the entrance before. I'm going to use the keycard the scientist gave me, and hopefully it'll allow me access. Claire, there seems to be some kind of spores emitting from the door. I don't know if I'm infected now or not, but I'm going to head down. If I'm already infected, it's probably a little bit too late. There seems to be some kind of passageway here, Claire. It's pretty darn concealed with a heavy cloud of spores. There's a second route that I'm going to take, and Hopefully things aren't as bad. It seems to lead to some kind of laboratory of equipment. I wonder why this lab isn't as badly infected as the rest. There seems to be a variety of plants in a different stage of development. The stage that we see growing around town at the moment and a later developed stage. I wonder how long they've been here. Claire, as soon as I left the secret lab, the sky shifted to an eerie color. Something's changed in Strangerville and definitely wasn't for the better. Have I done something bad by opening up the door? The door was a necessity. We had to open up to go down to find out what's going on, and we still don't have all the answers. But for some reason I expect that's what whatever was lying in wait wanted the door opened. I'll need to find a way to protect myself from the toxic spores in the secret lab. That's probably my next best bet. I wonder if those scientists can answer those questions. I might prepare a few drinks and invite that scientist over lately. Or maybe Aja might be more willing to come over for a few drinks and spill what he knows about these spores. You can definitely notice the spores around town, Claire. They're fairly thick. I think something happened, and I think I might be a responsibility for it. However, the plant buds that are around town seem to have developed into some kind of second stage that we've seen at the laboratory. I'm going to take a microscopic sample and I'm going to send it back to the lab. Maybe we can do some research on it. And then I guess we can nurture this plant and see what happens. I'm going to take a few pictures of the development growth and see what actually happens here. It looks like there's something stuck on the bottom. I'm going to see if I can pull it out. Claire, the plant just transmuted. It changed into something rather strange. There seems to be some kind of bizarre fruit hanging from the top. It's very similar to the fruit that we got from the guy before. I wonder if I plant that fruit, will something strange happen? Okay, I'm gonna put it down here, and we're gonna plant this. We're gonna plant this fruit and see what happens. Will it develop into one of these plants, or will something else happen? I'm gonna plant it pretty deep, so the dogs and stuff can't dig it back up. Claire, I don't know why this keeps happening, but I just got another promotion. I'm promoted to lacking corporal. I'm now going to make an additional 20 simoleons an hour for a grand total of, get this Claire, 54 simoleons. They did give me a little bit of a bonus and another medal of questioning, and I got a new uniform, so I guess I look a little bit more imposing. I wonder if I can continue this streak of promotions. I'm going to go for a little jog around town. I've been running myself a little bit ragged from burning the wick at both ends. I'm going to jog and see if I can clear my head a little bit before I invite one of the scientists over for a little bit of a meal. Claire, I've invited one of the scientists over for dinner. I'm going to serve Italian meatballs just like my mother used to make. Hopefully they take a liking to them and feel like they want to share some secrets. I damn well needed this bath, but it's kind of hard to relax and enjoy when that eerie cloud and I can see the spores outside. The suspect arrived, Claire, and I shouldn't say suspect. Acquaintance, I guess. The spores I've noticed are floating around the house. They must be getting in through the vents. I'm gonna talk to him, ask him about the secret spores in the lab, see if he knows something about them. He's fairly angry though and kind of embarrassed. I wonder if something happened, Claire. From my conversation with Aja, he's told me that he has the materials to craft a spore filter, but not enough to analyze the spore clusters. I guess he wants me to collect the spore clusters to build an infection profile data. That way we can enhance the machinery with it. While I went to work, Claire, the next morning, I got a nice little phone call from Matthew, from Paxson. He wants to go on a date. I think I'll take him up on the offer. I was going to stop by the lab, but I think I'll take him up on his offer for a date. You never know where it might lead. Besides, he's got the information we need. It's best to keep him on my good side. He's taking me to the Blue Velvet. It's quite a rainy day. And I guess it's kind of thunder and lightning too. I've earned a vacation day from work. Don't know if I'm going to take one yet though. I'm a bit tense from all this rain. So I'm going to run inside and hopefully... Okay. I guess if he's here, let's flatter him since he did invite us over. It's kind of strange how different the weather is here from Strangerville. I'm gonna flirt with him a little bit, maybe compliment his appearance. He seems like a handsome chap. And I just want to confirm, he is single, right? I mean, not that it matters for my mission. It's just complicated a little bit. And even if he wasn't single, I guess he probably would lie about that if he did want to go on a date. Sorry for the last update, Claire. I took a little bit of a break and I've been working this guy over. He's responding quite well to my coming ons and I'm gonna go in for the kiss. The kiss landed. Looks like this guy's eating out of the palm of my hand. Okay, I'm gonna flirt with him some more. Get this to be a golden offer day. I'm gonna offer him a rose too because this guy clearly needs to be eating out of the palm of my hand before he leaves here. We need him to be able to make that spore filter. After my successful date, I decided to hit the bar in Strangerville once again. Hopefully we can question some military people about the products I need. However, I did notice a new individual in town. She's dressed kind of suave-ish, and something tells me she has something to do with the mysteries going on here. I'm going to approach her, do a military introduction, so that she knows exactly where we stand, so I'm not a random stranger, and so she can have some fun. So let's talk about Strangerville with her and see what we can do. I want to see if I can ask her about the technology that we need. Will the spores? Nothing to see here, move along. That's very strange. She seems to be playing dumb, but I don't think that she is kind of dumb. Claire, I managed to find our compadre from before. He was walking away from the bar and I was very, very lucky to have caught up with him. He seems to be amicable to telling me that he does have an infection scanner on him. Maybe it's something that the militia get here when they move up the ranks. But he said that he'll give it to me if I convince him. So I'm going to see if I can convince him to give me the infection scanner. I think I'll try and seduce him since he was kind of amicable to that before. Claire, that did not work at all. I think we're gonna have to just bribe this dude. Let's bribe him. I think he just gave me the infection scanner. He did. I can now scan for environments. Things are looking up. I guess next time I come home from work, I can actually finally start scanning. How long will this investigation take?